Hey, it's okay, and this is another Daily Doodle. I'm going to be inking again today. Another panel from the same page I was inking from yesterday. Oop, having a little connection problem there. Okay. I thought I'd go ahead and talk more today about the Tales from the Crypt Keeper contest. It's now over. The contest is over. I've got to go update that on my DeviantArt site. Thanks to everyone who participated. There was a lot of participation, a lot of entries. I've got my work cut out for me to judge. It's going to be hard to pick one. I might pick 2 or 3 and have 2 or 3 stories. I usually like doing 2 stories, 2 kind of like 8 or 9 page stories. Feel like anything shorter than that is a little bit tough to develop into a story. We'll be judging the stories and picking the stories, tonight. I might do a poll to try to help me. I'll do a poll, so you might be able to help me choose. I can get a feel for what people want the most. And I am kind of thinking I might try to do this kind of contest for other types of stories. I remember getting a request to do that for something like I don't know, just like any kind of I don't remember which genre I got a request to do that for. Maybe like blueberry or like boob expansion, breast expansion, just like weight gain or something like that. And I feel like it might be a good idea, kind of to maybe start another series. I might have to wait because I think it would involve starting another series, and I've already got a few series like backed up in my head that I want to do, and those are concluding Blue Planet, jaw dropping right here, so kind of a curve to it. Okay. I've got Blue Planet I want to do. I've got Windy Wonka Chapter 2 I want to do. What else? I want to continue doing Goddess of Fertility. And 3 series is a lot of work. So I'm going to probably just try to limit it to that. And I might do another Tales from the Crypt Keeper in there somewhere. Just to keep the series going, keep it relevant, and I think that's just like a lot on my plate, so that would probably be for another day, doing that contest about other subjects. But I am hoping to get ideas and just feedback on my ideas for the Wonka script coming up. I'm going to be working a little bit with B Ridge on that. He helped me with the first Windy Wonka, and he has great ideas, and he's a great writer. Real fun guy to work with. And that's the other aspect that I like about the Tales from the Crypt Keepers, is it opens up doors. The contest opens up doors for me to work with other writers, and I enjoy that. I think it's always kind of a learning experience and helps me grow, and I think it's fun for everyone. Let's see here. This arm is way in the background, so it looks a little small. Gotta help illustrate that by just a few minutes ago I tilted the breast. It was a straight thing and I wanted to make it sideways. I tilted her arms, so they might look a little strange because I'm still adapting that. Alright, so yeah, I like working with anyone who has great ideas. It's a real fun process to go through ideas and to kind of read what people enjoy thinking about or hope to see sometime. It also kind of opens my mind to new ideas. And of course, I would never use someone's idea that they submitted. I want you guys to feel very secure and confident that when you submit an idea, I'm not going to steal your ideas. I think that was just that's like an ethics violation to me. There's nothing written in stone that I wouldn't do it, but I'm just not the kind of person that would do that to you. So let's see. I've got the process I do for Tales from the Crypt Keeper contest. The process is kind of like I collect all the emails, I put them in a folder, and this time I've kind of been going through the emails as they come in, and if I like the idea, if I think it'll make a good comic, I go ahead and like highlight it or star it, kind of give myself a little note that, oh, this one is going to go, I want to look at this one more in the future. I've got to kind of do that because there's so many submissions. I just have to weed out the ones I know I'm not going to use pretty quick, and then work with the ones that are good possibilities. I've got to put those in a collection so I can go through them again, go through several rounds of saying, you know, I like this idea, but I don't like this problem with that idea. Like it's kind of weak in this area, or it's just the location is going to be odd to draw, or there's only one location and it's not a very, like, I don't want the whole thing to take place in a bathroom. I don't want the whole thing to take place in I guess like what else would it be, like a basement, or I want there to be good possibility for characters. When I imagine the characters, I want them to be something I would enjoy reading and would enjoy kind of identifying with. I feel like the reader needs to get on board with the character, and it needs to feel personal in some way. Just kind of like good writing. It doesn't have to be a well-formed idea. Sometimes there's just a vision I get with the idea that I'm like, oh, I can envision this being a comic, and it's not really, it needs a lot of work for the idea to be a script, but that doesn't bother me. I'm okay doing a little bit of work. I'm okay making it into something more. So if you have any questions about the contest, I remember maybe 2 contests ago there was some, I don't know, like mild controversy, not much, but like somebody, maybe a couple of people, not many, but just a few, got upset that I went with a story from somebody who kind of wrote stories almost professionally. I guess they have a lot of content out there, and they felt like I was playing favorites, or I thought I was, or they thought I was choosing them for, I don't remember the reasons, but basically it felt, I'm going from memory here, but what I feel like I remember was people were upset that um, they thought I was trying to go like be like a sellout or a corporate kind of person and go with somebody because they had a lot of stories out there. They were well known in the community, and I just wanted to use their idea because it would give me some more publicity or anything. And that wasn't the case. I thought I liked the idea, and maybe they didn't agree. They didn't like the idea. But it's really hard to choose an idea that everyone's gonna like. I think that's like next to impossible. It's easy to critique. It is hard to create. I feel like that is the nature of any kind of entertainment nowadays, or any type of creation. There are so many just like YouTube videos, YouTube reviews, and just venues on the internet to post critiques and reviews that like everybody's a reviewer now. Everybody has a voice, and it's just that age where anybody can critique something that someone created. And I think a lot of times it's easy to just be super negative and hate on something. It is harder, much harder, to create something that everyone likes. There's a lot of stuff that most people can agree that there's some movies that like most people can agree are really great movies, but again, it is like so hard to make a movie. I watch a lot of movie reviewers. There's that Chris guy, I think. He's a great movie reviewer and pretty reliable reviews. But whenever you watch some of his videos that he's made, and that he's like, because I think he wants to be a movie maker, kind of like dream job. Don't know if it'll ever happen, but it's like when he makes the movie and kind of posts it, I don't think anyone's really impressed. And I'm apologize for being offensive here. I'm just saying it's easy to critique something. It's easy to have opinions, and it's harder to create something that everyone likes. And I feel like I've come into that a lot with this Tales from the Crypt Keeper series. I can do my best to provide good art, and I feel like that's even easier than picking the right story that is going to satisfy everyone. It's easier to draw something well than it is to come up with the story that's going to satisfy everyone. And so that's what makes doing the contest difficult, and that's why you'll see me post like polls a lot of times to kind of feel out for what or get a feel for what the community is wanting or what the community is asking for, because a lot of times I'm not good at guessing what people want to see, and it can be challenging. So anyways, the Crypt Keeper contest, I'll try to have that verdict, the winners. I hate calling it winners. They're more like just the ideas that I chose. So they are like technically the winners, but everybody's a winner, and I don't mean to make it sound like those were the only good ideas or they were the best ideas. They might not be the best ideas, but they work best as a comic. They work best as a comic. They work well with the other ideas I've chosen. They're what people want to see. And you know, it's like it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best idea, but there's just so many factors going into it. I've told people that submitted ideas that if I like their idea a lot and it was like so close to being chosen, I think I've contacted some people and say, you know, I'm sorry I'm not choosing your idea, but I think it's really amazing. Keep on writing, keep on creating ideas, content, and go ahead and you know, submit this idea in the next contest if you'd like, because it has a good chance of winning. I mean, it came close, you know. There's just a lot of reasons why it might not have gotten chosen this time, but I think it's a great idea, and I would it was up for consideration. I guess that's the best way to say it. It's up for consideration. I would have chosen it. Okay, thank you for watching this daily doodle. I've been drawing this this woman surprised, and this pregnant woman. And if you want to see more videos, if you want to keep in touch with me, I like talking about upcoming news, what's going on in my world, the Okayokayokok drawing world, comic world, movie world, all kinds of stuff. Subscribe, get more videos, get instant notifications when I'm going to be live streaming this week, and hit a like if you enjoy these videos. Leave a comment if you have a question or request. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.